Yo, YouTube, back with another video type shit, you feel me? Oh, I can't cuss in the first 5 minutes, golly, my bad, y'all. But we finally got the reason why everybody's leaving FaZe. I'm not gonna lie with you, bro. I've been seeing them TikTok clips. The boy's a weirdo. That boy Temperrr, I don't know. And to be honest with you, if this happened recently and they're now dropping the information, I can respect it. If it happened way back when and they're just now releasing the information, I'm not gonna lie, I'm looking at them boys weird too, cause you was rocking with cuz until what? It stopped working out for you, huh? But alright, let's get into it though.
Don't care
OmHeezy,
who you are. Don't care if it's my own.
subscribe.
Bro. You're my brother. I'm snitching. I'm sorry, but like that's just wrong.
My mom taught me that from a young age. She said, Cam, if the cops ever come for you, I'm giving them all the tape. I looked at her. I remember I was 7 years old when she told me this. I looked at her, I'm like, ditto. Don't worry, I'm on the same type tip you on, mom. Cops come for you, your ass is grass. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna invite the cops in for a cup of tea and wait for you to come home from work. There she go, right there. And I told my friends that now too, bro. I said, yo, if y'all get into anything illegal, do not tell me, cause God knows that shit over for you and me, bro. Cause if you did something illegal and they come to my house, that means they already caught you. They just want more evidence. And they gonna get it, don't worry.
Brother, everything I say from my mother's heartbeat, everything I'm saying is true. And I just genuinely hope he can confess
On mommy's heartbeat is crazy.
And says, bro, I'm not gonna lie, I had a threesome with two 16-year-olds. I'm like, bro, what? Like, how could you tell me that?
We're all face, and I end up going back with these girls to my hotel room. I slept with one of them, and I found out after that this girl was 17.
And I don't know.
Even if you did do it, why tell us, nigga? Nigga, we not the feds. We didn't need to know this information. What the fuck? Jeez Louise, man.
What to do or what to say at this point, but all I can say is, I mean, if it hasn't been said enough already on this call, stay away from underage girls, boys and girls. We have a lot of young men watching this stream right now. It's clearly an
oh wow, who would have thought? Like, yo, come on, bro, stop, yo. Yo, people piss me off, bro.
It's not worth it. We're talking about a company and a brotherhood that was built over the course of how long, Rain? 15 years more or less, right? And it's
some straight sickos, I can't lie.
To an end, you know?
If you thought FaZe was coming apart as it seems before, then man, oh man, this takes the cake. Yesterday, a member of the original FaZe group, FaZe Rain, came to social media with some shocking news that a lot of people weren't expecting. It was totally out of the blue, out of the random, but at this specific time in the state that FaZe is in right now, where Banks is off the internet, Max just left for some very
I mean, Max on some other shit. Banks was doing that crypto scam with Aiden, I think. Whatever happened there that made him get caught up.
Reasons. To be quite honest with you, this is the last thing that they needed, but the world needed to hear the fact that one of the members in the FaZe Clan
is a file.
Sexual relations.
He's a file.
With somebody who was a child, underage.
I want to put everything to do with me and FaZe to rest, bro, because there is so much I haven't said, and honestly, at this point, bro, I don't give a. I think I'm going to collect my thoughts tomorrow and I'm going to say everything, bro. Every single thing that I know. And I'm going to collect my thoughts because I have an eidetic memory, so I remember everything and anything. Not only did you guys air me out, y'all mother sold me out, y'all scammed me behind my back. And honestly, I just had an epiphany about it because I'm like, bro, I've covered, not even covered about it. I was just so sad about it for so long. I was so, I've been up over that pedo like 2 years, bro. And I haven't said nothing.
It's been 2 years and you've been sitting on it, huh? Cause that's your brother for real. Yeah, check him out. I mean, he used to be a substance addict anyway, so he's not the most credible person back in the day. So I guess I gotta give him a pass because he was going through his own stuff. I guess, but
nothing about it.
Now, for those of you who are probably looking at this,
he's still a weirdo.
Questionable. That is FaZe Rain, somebody who is a part of what the new age era calls the old FaZe. This isn't about, you know, Silky. This isn't about Ron. This isn't about Max, Rage, Lacey. This isn't about Jason. This isn't about any of those new guys. But it's about the old FaZe, the entire organization, and seemingly some secrets behind dealing with some children. Now, there were a lot of other things mentioned because that old FaZe generation, I've been noticing there's
weird,
been
bro.
a little bit of bitterness in the water, and some of them have spoken out since. But this is now just FaZe Rain's turn to kind of give his take and his opinion on this brotherhood that was established between these guys and what has happened since, you know, him distancing himself, since the changes, etc., etc. And honestly, it doesn't look the best. A video back in 2022 started some of his earlier grievances with the company and the brand itself.
This is a decade-long problem, man, with a lot of legal shit around it. So now it's turned into multiple problems. It's not just the initial problem I had in the beginning. It's a lot deeper than that. And yes, I'm going to say this now because they're probably going to try to say, well, he's only doing this because we owe him money and he's mad. They do owe me money, yes, and they haven't taken care of me, yes, and the money that I bought the Counter-Strike team for, it took them 6 years to pay me back, yes, I never got a dollar or brand deal, yes, that's all true. They're going to say that, and that is a frustration of mine, but I obviously held that in for years. I held that frustration in for years, and it was never the reason that I was going to do this or speak publicly, because if they just owed me...
This is why you can't hold shit in. I was talking to my friends about this earlier, too, with reparations. It's been years, bro. Why should they pay reparations, gang? Pay what you owe, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Debt don't die. Debt just keeps going on to your next of kin. So pay what you owe. If you owe me some money, bro, and I need that, I need that. Yo, bro, where the cheese at, yeah? You feel me? Yo, where my money? Come on, don't act brand new, bro. Where my money at? Like, I'm now a debt collector now. I'm on you. Every time I see you have fun, I'm not having fun. I need my money back. I see you outside, I need my money inside. Why are you outside with my money? I might just pop up on you and be like, yo, give me my cheese, bro. I need that.
Money, I would have handled it a different way. This is a lot deeper than that, and a lot of my brothers don't see the actual issue here. They are being taken advantage of.
But there's two things I took away from that in the research of this video is that one, this group things, there was a big brand buyout from FaZe. There was a lot of stuff going on legally. So I can understand how, you know, there might be some frustrations there. That stuff has already been squashed for the most part. You know, I know that there's still some people who are jaded about the situation, but nonetheless, that's not my business. But two, and most importantly, which leads us to this conversation today, is that he's still holding some stuff in. There's still some things that he's not 100% spilling the beans on, which leads us to these pedo allegations.
I wasn't even pushed out. I left. There's a fucking involved too, bro. I don't give a fuck if I get sued. I could give a fuck less. I always stand up for what's right. That was the final straw.
You can't say that and hold the information for 2 years, bro. I had a situation with one of my partners back in school, bro. I went through 4 years of high school with cuz. I knew him cuz for 6 years, bro. Bro, some allegations dropped. He made the news. I shit you not. That same night, that brother was gone off of all my socials, my phone numbers, my Xbox. Nah, bro, he was gone. And it was messed up because we was all in the group chat popping it before we even kicked him out. So we calling him all these things, and he's just sitting there seeing it. But we didn't care because it's like, yo, you can't do that 6 things, bro. We did that like this same night. And you sat on it for 2 years. You don't stand up for what's right, bro. Don't say that.
Whew. If it's in your heart, brother, speak it. It's gonna come out eventually. Now, the only issue that I do have with what he said is not by saying the initial name in the beginning. There's a specific reason why, and I'll get to that in a minute. But if there is somebody who is out there touching and messing with kids, let the world know. So we can shun them. So we can have the proper opinion on them.
Immediately,
so we can understand who we're dealing with in real time. The reason why I did not like the fact that he kind of left it up to open air and interpretation, it was because, one, there are a lot of members in FaZe. My first thought was, who could this be? I went down the timeline, somebody threw out the name like Bronny James, and I was like, what? But then I had to realize Bronny is also a kid, so it definitely couldn't have been Bronny. But nonetheless, I also knew that a lot of people would be very, very mean in this conversation. There's 2 people in particular that I knew would probably get the brunt of this, and that is Max because he just left, and then also Banks because he is somebody who the internet feels very much up in the air about, especially after leaving the internet after seemingly scamming Aiden Ross and some other people out of cryptocurrency. I knew that they would get unfair treatment in this conversation, so I am glad that Banks came out and actually cleared this up, because this is a serious allegation. Even if people feel like I should feel some sort of way about Banks, even if you feel some sort of way about Banks, yeah, he might have scammed some people. He does not need pedo allegations. That's crazy.
First thing I'm gonna say in this video is I'm not a Rain is not talking about me. There I go. But yeah, I'm getting fucking spammed in my mentions right now on Twitter, asking if I'm being accused that I'm being tagged in this clip from FaZe Rain on Fearbuck. The first thing that needs to be addressed is obviously this shit. It's a very heavy accusation. It's a life-shattering, life-altering accusation. That's why this is the first time that I'm speaking about it. I have to speak about it now. Norton, pause. You're saying that FaZe Temperrr is a which that is who he's talking about in the clip. I'm like, whoa. that's Tommy, that's our brother. This is who we started this FaZe shit with. I'm calling him. That was the first thing I said. I'm calling him and I'm calling Apex because apparently this is something Apex is aware of as well. Norden and Tommy, or Norden and Apex are the closest on the team, so obviously if...
So everybody know cousin a file? Everybody know cousin a weirdo? And nobody said nothing, huh?
Norden's gonna talk to anybody about anything and be transparent. It's Apex. Tommy's first initial knee-jerk reaction to all this shit was, what the fuck are you talking about? Norden, no, this is not what the conversation was like. You're misremembering, you're misinterpreting. Obviously, Rain is coming back, standing firm.
Banks goes on to pretty much say that after Rain tells him that Temperrr is this pedo, he then patches in Apex and Temperrr into the phone call in which Temperrr refuses to acknowledge these accusations, says that, hey, you're misremembering these things, Rain,
no, gang, stand on that, bro.
But hearing from Rain, the person who's calling out this pedo in this situation, it seems that he has a pretty vivid memory as to what happened.
Tommy said this verbatim. He said it wasn't a threesome with two 16-year-olds.
Verbatim.
Actually, it was a 17-year-old. So all of a sudden now it's 17. One was 17 and the other one what?
17. Oh, that's a lot better now. Yeah, you know what? I don't even. Wow.
That's what he
pervert.
said. And then he started bringing up all these random laws. I don't even know these weird consent laws, like Romeo and Juliet. This yada. I don't fucking know. And even Banks calls me after, and he's like, "Bro, what the fuck is like up with that law shit that he brought up?" So he knows he did some shit that was wrong. He knows that. It's just I don't like the denying of it. And I feel like in this video, you're trying to paint me like I'm lying and making shit up and just saying shit to say shit when you know that's not the truth, bro.
Yeah, I saw that. I heard that. That's some weird stuff.
You don't ever bring up the Romeo and Juliet law unless you want some real freak boy type shit like, you know, I'm 22, she's 17, that's legal. No, nigga, we not going for technicalities. Legal is not.
But
okay.
A lot of the FaZe group is weird. People were digging up Temperrr's tweets from 2012. Mind you, he was born in 93. That kind of validates some of these claims in the court of public opinion. I don't know. It's extremely, extremely nasty.
Odd, but I gotta be honest with you. I think it's just like this happened. This like, dude, because I don't know the specifics of anything.
Now there are wild accusations being thrown around the internet, and the beautiful thing about the internet, and I say this oftentimes, is that most of the time the other person exists on the internet, so we don't have to wait too long to hear Temperrr give his actual opinions on this or what he's saying. And of course it's filled with deflections and denial, and not that I'm saying that I've picked a side.
I mean, shit, if a nigga accused me of being a pedophile, you better deflect. If he came straight out and said, yeah, that's me, guys, lock him up, please.
I just think that it's very interesting as to how he says a bunch of stuff.
I would be surprised if he actually just admitted it, to be honest with you. He's like, yeah, it's me, guys. I like kids. Whoa.
And that bunch of stuff has nothing to do with
like,
the
you're
situation.
sick,
His
brother.
first video specifically.
The fact that I'm even having to respond to this and to that my name.
It pisses me off because I fuck with the background. He got the Majin Buu, Frieza, Vegeta, Trunks, Goku. I mean, he got Naruto. That's cool, I guess.
Name is in the same breath as the word is so sick, twisted, and insane. This is disgusting. Anybody that knows me knows I'm not that type of person. I am the furthest thing from what you called me. We're all shit.
I don't know, bro. Your man's called you that, bro. Your man said that. I'm blocking OmHeezy's face and all that, bro. Not a care in the world. I'm drawn. I'm drawn, guys. I didn't peep that. I'm sorry. Let me move up. Now you can see OmHeezy. You feel me?
Listen, I end up going back with these girls to my hotel room. I slept with one of them, and I found out after that this girl was 17.
How could you go from
Being drunk isn't an excuse, bro.
denying to admitting all in the same breath? And look, the devil is in the details, because the way that Tommy or Temperrr or whatever his name is goes on to give 3 extra minutes of just story time about how he's a father, he proposed to his girl, etc., lets me know that he did.
We not trying to hear none of that, bro.
He's not owning up to and admitting. But also, there's some things that are important that he left out that don't line up with even Banks' story, like Banks and Rain's story, which I find to be very, very interesting.
Something to say about the Tommy situation, because he made a video confirming it, but the details did get switched a little bit, because originally it was 2 16-year-olds and it was a 17-year-old and one was watching, and now a 17-year-old and he didn't know her age. If you didn't know her age and you said that to us at least once, we wouldn't be here, bro. I would not have treated it the same way if you said you didn't know, because that changes everything. But you never said that, not once. Literally not fucking once. This is news to me.
if he said he did know or didn't know, it doesn't change a fucking thing, to be honest with you. You still cracked 16-year-old, 17-year-old buns, did you not? It's not like she was after, I'm 16, I got you, nigga. Nah, bruh. That shit not, no bueno. Not good. No. Very bad.
Another one bites the dust. Now, I want to be clear. This doesn't affect FaZe as a whole, and I'm not making some sweeping indictment on how this does affect the bigger group and the name and stuff like that.
That whole organization just nutty at this point, bro.
Up to the
what's going on?
But these are two dudes who have distanced themselves from the group, at least the new version of the group, publicly for a long time. I just think that it's so strange that we exist on the internet with all these people who have been touching and doing stuff to kids.
Straight weirdos, bro. What's going on?
Kudos to the fact that it's been a long time, because I remember we were going through a stretch of videos on this channel calling out Preds. You know, I'm talking people like Dr. Disrespect and the others that were dealing with children that were public facing on the internet. Weird shit like that. But listening to Marcus King's reaction about this situation made me really think about who people should be aligning with, whether it be from a fan's perspective or from like creating content's perspective.
That's why I'm telling you, I'm never, bro, y'all nigga will never see me in a group, because someone else being a weirdo in their own weird time could bring you the fuck down. You don't know what these niggas be doing in their free times, y'all. Fuck no, nigga.
YouTube.
I mean, me personally, I'm in the group. Technically speaking, like I got a group of friends that like to do content and shit. Whenever they start doing content and shit, but if one of them niggas come out as a freak, boy, just cut them off, bro. Snip, 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 like a bonsai tree. Snip, snip, snip. That's all, bro. Even if you're not in a group, one of your mans could just be on some freak bullshit. Like, I had same boy, bro. It's almost I'm on my journey, bro. I'm on a fitness journey. I'm trying to get a better job, all this other shit. Come to find out, he on his file journey. He registered now, bro. Can't do it.
Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, social media as a whole has been built off this concept of like idolization, envy, worship, all these other things like that for these figures at the top. People put them on a pedestal, but at the end of the day, not only are they not just human, but they're also some of the worst people in their free time. I can think of so many people over this past year or 2 years that I've covered on this channel talking about the weird stuff they've done in their free time. Whether it be Mr. Beast, Chris Tyson, DJ Academics, Dr. Disrespect, FaZe Temperrr. There's just so many people that have been outed for doing a bunch of weird shit, and it's so sad because these people are aligned with people who are ultimately innocent, but those people's names will be dragged through the mud. Now, will the internet go on and pass? For sure. The North will remember, though, and it just is a message to anybody and everybody who is still out there idolizing anybody, putting people on a pedestal, and just not taking them for their entertainment value. One, they're probably weird. You don't know them like that. Keep that parasocial shit in the playground. And then two, and most importantly, watch who you align with. Just watch who you align with when doing your own public endeavors, because their actions can ruin your name and your good faith and your good fortune.
Get ready to rock.
And we see that along with like niggas around Casanet and people like that. You know, just watch who you keep around you. Make sure they got your best interests at heart, because if not, then you cooked, they cooked, everybody cooked. Now we going through a whole pipeline of cookedness, you know what I mean? If you made it to the end, thank you for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the bottom of the comments. Like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate y'all. Have a good night now. Peace. Peace.